Concerns surrounding a lack of religious education, history and social studies teachers have prompted the idea for some religious stakeholders to step in and fill those roles. But not all educators are in agreement. They argue that teaching requires regulation and training while linking the shortage to the ongoing issue of teacher migration. With more, here's Courteney Lewis, who is taking us back to school.
The suggestion to have pastors and religious leaders in schools to fill a teacher shortage came as an oddity for some education stakeholders. Some argue that while religion has its place in society, teaching requires something more.
Not because you're a pastor makes you one very versed on religion. You might be versed on your denomination or your ideals of religion, but not overall religion.
Teaching is an art. It requires training to be an effective teacher. You don't, not because a taxi driver has a driver's license doesn't mean that he can fly a plane.
That's the word from head of the National Parent-Teacher Association of Jamaica, Stuart Jacobs, and the president-elect of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mark Malava. Malava further argues religion has always played a role in the education framework, but does not address the deeper issue of teacher shortage.
What we're experiencing now within our education system is not just shortage of STEM teachers. There are shortages in other areas and that affects the education system and the delivery of education, particularly as it relates to various subject areas. It requires I have been on record that it requires a particular response from the Ministry of Education in treating with these issues. Encourage
the teachers that are here to stay. Encourage those teachers that are in the queue to come into the teaching process now, when the next cohort of teachers are to need to look at their salary package, their compensation package overall, to encourage them to stay in the classroom, and not only to stay in the classroom, but give a long-term stint in classrooms.
The ministry's latest reports a decline in migration figures, but the JTA reported a 10% loss of teachers in the 2023 to 2024 school year, and in the previous year, over 1,500, signaling teacher migration remains a concern. I'm Courteney Lewis.